Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you how to learn English by yourself. I'm learning English by myself for 1 year and a half now, and I consider that I have an advanced level. I don't know really what my level is, but I don't think that I'm an intermediate student. Obviously I have some difficulties with my English. I have some inhibitions, but today I am going to show you how you can learn English by yourself, without you going to any school. So let's get started. First of all, you need to know that for learning English you need only two things, that it was I value most. You can disagree with these two things, but for me they are essential. Well, the two things that are essential are desire, personal desire, and discipline. You have to have self-discipline, because without discipline you cannot do anything. Always impossible without discipline. So discipline and self-desire are the first rule for me. So I hope you take it. You understand it, because it's very good. Obviously you can learn without heavy discipline, but the process will take longer time. It will be somewhat strange to monitor your own process of learning. How will be somewhat more difficult, at least for me. I respect if you don't have discipline, if you don't like it, but it's my way of study, of my way of work. So let's continue. So supposing that you have discipline and personal desire, let's continue of what you need to learn English. You need first of all material. You need to have access to books or magazines or videos in English, movies, songs, anything that is English. You have to be in contact with, so you can learn it faster. The best way to learn is using internet, because if compared to going to a school, to a private school of English, internet is very cheap. In internet you can have any lessons that you want. You can have lessons of grammar, you can have lessons of conversation, you can have a lesson of reading, you can even have the books for free for reading. Books that are classics in literature, Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, Lermontov, that are my favorites. I don't know what you like. So the content is internet. It is available in a quantity that is not possible to be reading in your whole life. There's so much content that lack of content is not a excuse for for learning English. If you have internet. Supposing that you don't have the internet, you don't have the money to go to a school, you don't have the money to buy a computer or to pay the internet bill, I suggest you to go to a library, the library of your city, public library. It is supposedly to be for free, the books. So obviously, if you like a country that is Brazil, you find most of books are in Portuguese, but there are also books in English. There are few, but they exist. They are in many libraries, and all you have to do is go there. Some libraries also have computers with the internet, so you can learn from that. I know that it can be very annoying to go from your house to the library. Sometimes you come for work at tired, but it's worth. It's worth the effort. If you don't have internet in your house. You can borrow the books, obviously. So this is my advice. Okay, let's continue. Science, you have the material, you have the personal desire. You have to define what is your goal with English. The goal is a very important thing because it is what will keep you motivated. Sometimes you find it very tough process of learning. The process of learning very tough. Sometimes you want to just give up. You feel that why just don't give up? Why am I doing this? I lost my time. I feel that I could be doing something different right now. These thoughts always come to mind. They came to my mind in the beginning, and I realized how time is important in your life, and you will only perceive this when you dedicate yourself to something that takes much of your time, and so value your time, your spare time. And if you are in a position where you find out that you don't really like English, you don't want to learn English, no matter, just give up and search what makes you happy. But if you are in a position of you want to learn or you need to learn, you feel that you need, my advice is to have a goal in mind, and this goal can be anything, you can start to learn English because you want to read your favorite book that is not available, a book of your favorite authors that is not available in your own language. You can start to learn English to watch a movie that you like much, or because you like the language, the culture of English people, you like it, so you want to learn more about it. Sorry for my voice. I take some water, please. What's there? Here I'm working. So your personal goal can be anything that's important to you. If I were to give advice to you, I would give advice to choose a thing that is as important as life to you. For example, if you do have a family, if you worry much about them, you can think that English can give you an opportunity to earn more money and consequently give you a more better life for your family. So this chain of thought, you make you relate your English to welfare of your family, which is a very powerful thing, to think about, because the family is what we love most in our lives. So I think it's a very strong reason, for me it was the reason to learn English, obviously by myself, because I always read the books that was not available in my own language, but it was also a question of earning more money. I don't know why but it's a very normal thing, I think. So we have the personal desire, we have the will, we have the goals, we have the material, and what you do have, what do you need right now. Well, I will say that you need to choose your device. We live in our modern world, where we have many devices that help us to learn. So I think that we must not look down on these devices. Even if you are an old person, I know that other people, have some contempt. Some of them, not all of them, don't take me wrong, but some of them have some contempt about the technology. But there is so much advantages in learning with them that I think it is worth, if you don't like them. So What devices do you have available that you can help us to learn? We have obviously smartphones. There are many apps out there. There are apps for everything. And you can find apps for reading also. You can have also, if you have a smartphone, you can have also picture players. That is what I use in my daily studies. You can study also with a Kindle that I found very useful. Found out very useful for me. It's a treasure for me. Have a Kindle because I can have many books. For free. I downloaded them from Gutenberg or archive.org. And Kindle is a very very special thing to learn English. If you if you have enough money, I suggest you to invest in them because it's a very cheap compared to what it can do for you. The dictionaries that they came with. They are dictionaries for free. Oxford, New Oxford, and the Oxford Dictionary of English. So this is. So if you look back at the beginning of the video, I have come to all the necessary things to learn English. I have this personal desire, you have the discipline, you have the goals, you have the materials, and you have the devices. What do you have to do now? You have to plan your routine of study. You have to plan in which way we will study. How I will spend my spare time. How much of my daily time I will use it to learn English. But this is a question for another video. For now I'm finished. My voice is lacking because my throat is dry. So if you enjoyed the video, I would like to ask you to leave a like or subscribe to my channel. I can help you in the future, I think. So that is just. Bye.